Yo, what is good everyone? DB Zoom back at you with a brand new video. For today guys, we will be breaking down all the abilities and kits for the new Super Kaioken Goku and the new Transforming Pikkon, and as well as the X new Kid Goku. So really quick guys, this is the banner. Pikkon, Super Kaioken Goku, Android 21, which is the real prize, and I would say Kaioken Goku as well. Bulma's nothing. This Goku, I mean, he has a pretty good ultimate, but I'm not really looking for him at all. Golden Frieza, not looking for him. Perfect Cell, I'm actually looking for him. And then coincidentally here, guys, we have Modular Jitta, which he's never been in a banner in the longest time as a 1% drop rate. So I don't know if this is considered a hint for a certain maybe Zenkai, along with this Bardock right here, which this Bardock can actually be paired with this Goku as well. And we'll talk about that in just a bit. This Goku is considered Super Saiyan as well. So, and we got the Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and as well as the X Goku, which is really good. X Kid Goku, excuse me. So let's just take a quick look at Kaioken Goku first, because I think he's really special. Actually, he's really good. For starters, he's got the Super Saiyan tag, guys. So what that means is that you can pair him up with Super Saiyan Bardock and get those crits. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm definitely going to make a video on this for sure. So let's just take a look at his, Let's take a look at his main ability, right? So his main ability is draw ultimate cards, arts card next, Super Kaioken Dragon Fist, restores own ki by 30%, which is already really good because you could combo that in. And then 50% blast damage inflicted for 60 timer counts, which is basically the whole match, pretty much. This guy is a blast unit, and he's actually really special because his blast cards, let's just skip here really quick. It doesn't really show here, I'm not quite sure why, but his blast card, for each blast card he uses, he has something specifically, not like Kefla, but Kefla, for each strike card she uses, she gets a 20% buff. But for him, he gives the team an extra 20% buff to blast cards for each blast card they use. I don't know why it's not here. I was trying to look for it, but yeah, it is in the in-game if you guys want to check that out. So really quick, that's his main ability. His unique ability is where it starts getting really interesting, guys. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 40% damage inflicted. It cannot be stacked, so that's already incredible. And then -5 to own arts cards for 15 timer counts. So anytime he enters the battlefield, he's just pretty much ready to do some damage. And then as well as reduces damage received. This is where it gets interesting, guys. Reduces damage received by 40%, which is a ton. For 10 timer counts, every time your own attack is evaded with a vanish step by your opponent, basically. So if your opponent, let's just say, gets you with a perfect vanish, you don't get punished too much for it. It's a 40%. 40% is a lot, guys. It really is. Pretty much just cover change. It's pretty much a cover change anytime your opponent evades your attack. So that's amazing. So that right there is one of the best unique abilities I think you could give a character, and we've never seen anything like that personally. So, and as long as I mean, yeah, as long as, I mean, 10 timer counts is just enough for a combo. I mean, Vegeta, Book, and Kefla could probably extend that just a little bit more, but still, guys, that's just an amazing unique ability to give anybody. And then next we have Explosive Kaioken. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 40% damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, so just 40% buff. And as well as 70% ki recovery. That's amazing. This guy's got great ki recovery. And as well as increases art card draw speed by level 1 for 20 timer counts, which is also always nice. And the following effects, and then this is where it gets really interesting again, guys, because you compare this unique ability with Zenkai Kid Goku. It says the following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below after the enemy's attack is over and activates once. It basically randomly destroys one of your arts cards and draws a special card's arts next. So, and then increases your art card's draw speed by 1. So what this does is when you use your so it gives you a green card automatically when you're below 50%. And why that's good is because of his green card is probably the best green card in the whole game. It just says restores own ki by 40%, 20% damage inflicted, applies the following effects to self when 50% or lower. So if you have less than 50% health and you have a green card, which he automatically draws because of his unique ability, you pretty much, guys, restore your own health by 20. When it reaches 0, when your it's I don't know why they don't just say he has endurance, but it pretty much restores own health by 20% when your health reaches 0. Only activates once. It's endurance. He has endurance, and reduces damage received by 30%. Next damage, that is, and until the enemy's combo is over. So this paired up with level 7 Zenkai Kid Goku, the yellow one, it's just absolutely crazy. You got 2 endurance units in the game that could tank your Rising Rush. So that's just really crazy. I mean, I don't really know how this is gonna work out until we actually put it into test. But what I like is that he automatically draws a green card for just being below 50% health, and it's not going to be on the side because it randomly destroys 1 card too, just in case you have 4 cards. So that's really good. And then on to, this is what I was talking about, guys, right here. See, blast damage up. This arts card right here is blast damage up plus 20% for 2 timer counts when it is used. So if you spam this, you could get like 40% each time, which is crazy. And then his ultimate skill, which is really good, deals massive impact damage, which is good. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received for 20 timer counts, and it also has a 30% chance to inflict feint, and it's a dash forward, so he kind of just lunges forward with his ultimate, and it doesn't seem to have blast armor, so I don't think it does, at least. So for his, let's see, for his unique ability, guys, for his Z ability, it's Sun Family and or Red units base blast attack and defense plus 25%. This is at 6 stars right here. So yeah, so Sun Family and Red, that's interesting, right? So Sun Family is already really good. I mean, this is gonna make Sun Family just that much better, especially with Zenkai Kid Goku. So yeah, this guy is it's gonna be an absolute monster. So that is Kaioken Goku. I think he's the real prize of the show here. Next up, we have Pikkon, which I think is going to be pretty much a dead unit before he even comes out. Although he looks pretty cool and all, but he's a red unit. That's already a flaw in itself because, I mean, there's not much you can do because Vegeta Blue's out floating around in pretty much 99% of the matches. So you're probably not going to bring this guy in. So he transforms, obviously. Let's take a look at his non-transformation first. Let's just go down here. His stats are subpar. I mean, he's not transformed yet, so let's just take a look at his main ability. He pretty much transforms into agile style, kind of like Piccolo, LF Piccolo, and then plus 30% damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, and it takes 15 timer counts for it to activate. His unique ability is Complete Composure, applies the following effects to self for 20 timer counts when the battle starts. Just basically 20% damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, and reduces damage received by 30%, cannot be canceled. So tanky, a little bit attack wise as well. So not that bad. He's also a ranged unit. Yeah, he's also a ranged unit. So he holds 2 blast cards. That's already a flaw in itself as well. So I mean, this meta is just blast armor and Kefla and Vegeta Blue, and to have 2 blast cards, especially in a red unit, is not that good. But we'll see how that's all gonna work out. His other one unique ability is a new rival, applies the following effects to self per element red, element green, or element purple battle member other than this character is in your party when this battle starts. Interesting. So plus 15% to damage inflicted, and then minus 2 to strike cards arts, and yeah, so pretty much he already gets 15% because he's red. So he's red, and if you have a green and a purple alongside of him, that's going to be 45% damage inflicted. So I mean, if you have, I don't know, a green and a purple, supposedly I guess he gets extra buff. So here, nothing too crazy. His let's take a look at his really quick. His 6 stars. 6 stars, he buffs red or green blast defense and blast attack plus 33%. Kind of like an X unit does. He's a little bit like a hit, where he's kind of under a weird spot in terms of teams because he doesn't have much teams, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Special skill is Pride of the West Quadrant. Alright, so 20% blast damage inflicted for 30 timer counts, which is a lot actually. 30 timer counts is a lot, and then plus 40% key recovery. So his green card is actually really good because it lasts for a really long time. Alright, so transformation. This is when he transformed to agile. He also holds the powerful opponent tag. He just holds it. So let's see here. All right. So main ability, I'm ending this fight, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% damage received, which is really good actually. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10% to special arts cards, which is also really good, and cancel enemies attribute upgrades. So alright, and it takes 15 timer counts for it to activate. And then his unique ability is unreadable movements. Applies the following effects to self when this character evades an enemy's vanish step. So when this character evades somebody, he gains 40% key and 50% to vanish gauge for 50 timer counts. So that's actually really scary. Wow, that's actually really good. Yeah, this is really good. So, wow. So when your character vanishes, or when you vanish, you pretty much gain 40 key. What? Applies the following effects when... wow, that's great. This is great. And this is just anytime he evades. Wow, that's a really good unique ability. And then plus 50%. So let's just say you dodge and then you back up a little bit and just kind of prolong your game. That's 50%. To that, wow, for 5 timer counts. That's actually really good unique ability. Actually one of the best unique abilities in the game. Next up we have true power. The following effects occur when this character, give me 1 second, let me see something real quick. When this character enters the battlefield or transforms, he pretty much just gains a special arts card, activates twice, so either if he transforms or it gets in battle, he gets a blue card, and then plus 40% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and inflicts with enemies with attribute downgrades, plus 10% to their strike cards for 10 timer counts. Also restores allied tag Otherworld Warrior health each time for 20 timer counts if a tag Otherworld Warrior other than this character is a battle member. Okay, so I mean that's just a cool little extra perk. And yeah, Thunder Flash is a special move. Deals major impact damage plus 20% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts upon activation. And his green card is draws a special cards arts next, activates twice. So he gets a whole bunch of blue cards, guys. That's crazy. That's insane. He gets blue cards for just getting on the field and using his green card. Wow. He reduces enemies also key by 30 and plus 30% damage inflicted to blast for 20 timer counts, and reduces enemies vanish gauge to 0. Activates once. Wow, this Pikkon's actually really good. Too bad he's doesn't have much of a team and he's a red unit, but he's got a really interesting kit. He really does. And then enhances the next special move. Arts used cannot be stacked. Activates twice. Plus 30% damage. Wow, this is green card's amazing. It's like a unique ability. Plus 30% damage to special move arts cards, so that's really good. And then minus 20 to the to special move arts cards cost as well. So that's actually really good. This Pikkon's actually really good. I'm liking this Pikkon. I'm liking the Kaioken Goku's kit and this Pikkon's kit. They made it very much around the whole vanish. I know for him it's for him to vanish. He gets buffs, and for Kaioken Goku is if an enemy vanishes. So for him, if you want to be maybe more passive, and the Kaioken Goku you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can definitely get a lot out of that for sure. Really liking their unique abilities, I'll tell you that. But I'm liking this Android 21 in the banner for sure. Definitely gonna pull in this banner, and I'll post it on my YouTube as well. And last but not least, we got the Extreme Kid Goku. He's a blue unit, so he's a defensive type, obviously. Let's just take a look. He's really good from what I saw. He's really tanky. His main abilities, I thought you said this was going to be fast. Draws a special cards arts next, which is already great. Plus 30% damage inflicted for 30 timer counts, which is great. Inflicts own arts card draw speed by level 1 for 30 timer counts, which is also great. And it only takes 5 seconds for it to activate. So this is already looking good. Unique ability is reduces damage received by 30%. From the battle start. What? For 40 timer counts cannot be cancelled. That's great. Wow. Maybe if you even have the Kaioken Goku, this Kid Goku, and as well as the Zenkai Goku, that'd be really scary because they're all very tanky. So anyways, it says applies the following effects to self after enemy's attack is over. Plus 20% strike damage for 20 timer counts. Wow, that's a long time. And also restores plus 10. So restores 10% of the damage received up to 10. He also gains health back after the combo ends by 10% of his own health. So that's really good also. I'm liking this Kid Goku already a lot. Actually, all these new characters' kits is actually very interesting. And then here we have internal struggle, 20% to strike damage inflicted inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts when this character enters the battlefield. If an element blue or yellow other than this character is a battle member. So they want you to run them in blue, blue, yellow, right? Or blue, yellow. Yeah, that's interesting. And then also additional 40% strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts when an episode Dragon Ball Saga other than this character is a battle member. So if you have the Zenkai Kid Goku with him, yeah, he could benefit a lot of this. That's 60% strike damage automatically. And then plus, yeah, and then plus 20% strike damage. That's 80% strike damage. Yeah, so he could be very offensively with his strike damage as well as defensively at the same time. Special move Kamehameha, nothing special here. Deals major impact damage, 15% to... Oh, he has feint. 15 chance to inflict feint on hit. All right, so he has feint. And he holds 2 strike cards, which is good. His special skills unlock key rapid strike form. Changes own blast cards. Arts next. Wow. Okay, so kind of like Zenkai Cooler. He changes all his blast cards to strike cards, and then reduces next sustained damage by 20%. This Kid Goku is really tanky. What? Let's check out his Z ability real quick. Hold up. This Kid Goku is really tanky. 28% to blue or Dragon Ball Saga base strike and attack and defense. All right, so these characters are looking really good. These characters are all looking really good. I don't want to make the video too long, honestly, guys, but these characters are looking very good. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to pull on this banner just because mainly Android 21 is on this banner as well. And I will be posting the summons on my YouTube. So, yeah, guys, this is just a quick breakdown. These are the data mines here. Nothing too special. We got the login bonus, which you guys should be able to see by the time the video is uploaded. So I'm not going to really go over it. But, yeah, I'll just skim through it real quick. The returning events is going to be a new Pikkon and Goku event. The new stages here. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. These characters look pretty interesting with their kits. I'm not gonna lie, like they're very interesting kits. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one. Peace.